Wow, what a show. Hearty congratulations and thank you to each one of you for putting up such a wonderful show today. You've just raised the bar higher. Harsh in his opening remarks mentioned that SBA has just completed 20 years. On 11th of June 2004, the school was formally inaugurated, and all of us, some of us are still here, we sang a song on this very stage that our very dear Dr. Mishra taught us. He made us practice again and again, and in those days we didn't have a cultural block, so all of our practices happened in the headmaster's house, and in front of so many dignitaries. I think we did a good job. It was a nice song and a great evening. On 14th of June 2004, the classes began formally. We had a student strength of 128 with 12 full-time teachers. That's how SBA took the first few tentative steps. 20 years later, we are here. Some of us are still here, and what a journey it has been. Now 20 years can seem like a very long time, but for some of us it feels like a very short time. You know, if I didn't have the specs and a little bit of grey hair, I would still believe that I'm 20 years younger, because somewhere I've got locked in that time. Sitting here, I was recalling everything that happened in the first few months. The school did not look like what it is today, but the spirit is still the same. We had a Freshers' Day, but we didn't call it Freshers' Day because we were all freshers. So we didn't have anybody to welcome us like this. So what we did was we sang, we danced for each other, and we entertained each other all on this stage. We didn't have chairs, so we put daris here, and all of us sat there and welcomed ourselves. So this journey of 20 years has been delightful, it has been joyous, it has been exciting, challenging, frustrating at times, disappointing at times, but yes, we have survived. And for all of us who call this our home, SBA is a way of life. 20 years is an important milestone, and to commemorate this joyous occasion, we took a few steps some time back. A magazine is being prepared. Your seniors have already started the job, and hopefully in a few weeks the magazine will be ready for release. We also got some bespoke memorabilia made. We have custom made watches. We have a varsity jacket. These are also available for sale in the store. Those of you who are interested can buy. To add to all that, we have a joyful surprise today. SBA has been known for the huge musical talent that we have had, and SBA's music has been recognized and appreciated at the regional, national, and international level. Dr. Mishra, who has been a part of this eventful journey for the last 20 years, has composed a beautiful song to commemorate this very special occasion. So, on that happy note, I have the privilege to invite Dr. Mishra on stage, and I would also like to request Mr. Das to come over on stage and formally release this beautiful song. Mishra ji. Kadam kadam chala ke chal diye, Mishra ji. Please give a big round of applause.
This is the danger of calling a totally unmusical person to release something which has amazing musical value, I feel. So, Manish, I think you have the magic wand in your hand, and it's my privilege to request you to please start the magic. Beautiful composition, written and composed by our Mishra. Thank you. beautiful in many ways. Beautiful in the way the program was conducted, what we saw, what we heard. There was so much of emotion, there's so much of deep feelings, right from the moment that we had our Araf Singhania, the prayer song, is Araf, right? So that set things in motion, and then we had Laksh hitting the target on the keyboard, and Mrs. Banerjee, that beautiful song, and all of us here, I mean, we have presented a beautiful medley of wonderful emotions, imagery, and we feel blessed. We feel blessed that it's not just what they did on stage, but the fact that so many young children, they have come to a new family, and the family has embraced them, and the way they have overcome their initial anxieties, doubts. It's a big achievement actually. We must congratulate you. I think this year not even one boy has left because of homesickness. Not that they didn't have homesickness, but the achievement was in overcoming that. Our children today are all across the globe. They are at the cutting edge of neurosciences, cutting edge of professional music world, in the aviation world. 2 of our children have climbed Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest mountain, close to 20,000 feet, no mean achievement. But one of the reasons why they have done what they have done and are doing what they are doing is because of the mountains that they have climbed while being at SBA. So the biggest mountains are within us. So if we can overcome our anxiety, our fear, our doubts, then we can climb any mountain. And that is what our children are doing, and you all will do the same, maybe even better. And in these 2 weeks or so, you have overcome so much. It's a huge achievement to come to a new place, away from parents, all the doubts, all the anxiety, all the fear that we had, and then to put up a show like we had this evening. I think it's remarkable. So on behalf of the old SBA to the new SBA, I think they deserve a big round of applause. Beautiful, all of you standing here on stage. It was a beautiful sight to behold. And traditionally, this is the day when the new cease to be new. That's why I used the term so-called new a little while back. So all that new, within inverted commas, is vanished now. There is no new, no old now. We are all together, and we are in it. Absolutely, you said, we hold hand in hand, so that is how it should be. So now we will march ahead. The initial tentative steps, they are over. Now we have to catch speed, right? Let's hope we'll have the wind on our sails. And this is also an enormously happy day, as Mrs. Pratap so very nicely she created that picture of the young SBA with all new people and how they set it up. I keep hearing stories from time to time. I wasn't there then. I didn't have the privilege to be. But how it wasn't just a bed of roses, as they say. It was the roads were not what they are today. Buildings are not what they were then. Quite a bit of hardship. There wasn't any signal, I believe, available. They had to go to some corner and connect the children to the parents somehow, because some corner had some signal available. So there were many beautiful stories that I have heard. And some of you are privileged to have been here from then. And then Mishra ji composes this beautiful song on this beautiful occasion. And we deliberately kind of refrain from mentioning 20 years being over yesterday or day before, because we wanted that to coincide with this beautiful program. That's why Mrs. Pratap came, and she took us all along this journey. So all in all, quite a momentous occasion, right? 2 decades over, and then beautiful performance, and here is looking to the next 20 years. And I'm sure all of us will be hugely motivated, hugely excited about the journey ahead. I am, for whatever number of years that I happen to be. We feel we are eternally young at SBA, right? Mrs. Pratap spoke about slight gray hairs, though I don't see any. But you should see her on stage dancing, and then you will know that with 20 years, maybe it has gone backwards, not forwards. That is how we all feel, right? We feel very young because we are surrounded by our children all the time. So those of you who have not seen us on the 14th of November, I don't know if the 14th of November we will be here this time. We will be here, Pravesh? Okay. So I think they will get to see the younger side of us a few months later on. So on that note, thanking all of you, and I felt very proud, and I'm sure so did all of us, as soon as we saw our grade 12 coming on stage and helping immediately. So this is leading by example. And the cultural captain, when Ayush was on the tabla, he felt no, the shoes near the tabla, not a very good sight. So the cultural aspect in him prompted him to quickly go and pick up the shoes. Small little things, but these are the things that make SBA SBA, right? Many of us may have thought, okay, I will go, I'll pick up the shoe. But our cultural captain is our cultural captain. Well, there is nothing to it. And those are the things that make us very proud of our children. So thank you, and have a wonderful time ahead, all of us. God bless.